Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation reads like this: I still cannot believe that my own parents will do this to me, that the people who were supposed to love and protect me would turn me into a tool of their own gain. I wish that I could say it was a bad dream, that it is not real, but it is very real. I am living in a nightmare, and now no matter how hard I try, I cannot escape these spirits of the topologies that keep on haunting me. I was 15 when I first noticed something was not right in our home. My father, once an ordinary man, started coming home late, bringing with him strange charms. When he started being friends with this other woman, a sangoma, he would bring red candles, force us to strip ourselves naked. It was not an easy thing, seeing your father and your mother naked, and you as a girl standing in front of your father naked, making you to hold a red candle and some herbs that he would force us to burn, whilst he would be pressing you down, and you will be steaming whilst you will be chanting. And he always had these very strong, powerful charms that he would sprinkle in my spare bedroom before I would have gone to bed. Then when I would wake up in the morning, I would see that there were some things that would be on my thighs, as if a man would be sleeping with me. He would spend hours and hours in this other room where our maid used to sleep in, but after that, the maid, they told her that she was not supposed to stay at our house anymore. She was now staying in the location. Our maid was from Lesotho. The woman was very good, but with time, she then got fired. The reason as to why she got fired, even though my mother lied to me, the woman, I once met her in town, and she said that, your parents, do you know that they said that I was a satanic woman because your mother caught me one day on my tea break whilst I was reading the Bible, and then she started to swear at me and took that Bible and she kept it. She did not give it to me. After that, when they had me praying, I was praying. This was somewhere around past 8. This was late in the evening when they went to her room and started cursing her, telling her that she was a satanic because they had found her praying, even though she was praying unto Jesus Christ. After that, that was when they told her that she was supposed to leave. They even refused to give her the full amount. So when she told me this story, I started to connect the dots, and I saw that everything that this woman had told me, it was nothing but the truth. One evening, my father called me into his room. When I went into his room, like always, he was naked, and I was used to seeing my father being naked. And then he said, sit down. I looked at my mom. My mom, she had this other black garment that she was wearing. It was really scary. And then that was when my mother and my father told me that I was supposed to perform an act, and this act that I was supposed to perform, it was going to protect our businesses so that my father can be rich, because he was fighting with another big businessman over a deal, and this deal, if he was going to lose it, then this meant that poverty was going to visit our family. And I then asked him what kind of a deal was I supposed to do. And then my mother mentioned the name of the boy that I was dating, even though I was dating this boy in secret. But my mother I don't know how my mother got to find out that I had been dating this boy. I really do not even understand. And then they told me that I was supposed to bring this boy to our house and start making love to him. And after I would have made love to him the first time, I was supposed to go to my parents' bedroom where they would be waiting for me, and they would hand me a glass of water that I was supposed to give to my boyfriend. And they promised me that they were going to buy for me a very beautiful car. Brother Nashi, that was what I did, even though I was still underage. There was this other boy from school that I was dating. He was like the love of my life. So I then seduced this guy, and he then came to my place. I lied to him that my parents, they were not at home. He was more than excited, boys, for I had refused to give it to him for a very long time. The mere mentioning of me wanting to sleep with him, finally, this was more than exciting for him coming to our house. He came to my house. He had some flowers, chocolates, money, and he said that he wanted me to become his wife, saying and doing whatever so that he can take me to bed. And I was waiting for him. We then went to bed and we slept together. My mom had made me to put this other white bedding so that when the blood will be coming out, it can be visible, and we were supposed to collect it after my boyfriend would have left. The first time we slept, it was painful, knowing that I had to do it again. Like my private parts, it was swollen and it was very sore. I went to my parents' bedroom. I told them that I could not continue with the act. I was having difficulty moving around because of the pain, like someone had poured hot water on my private parts. But my mom told me that I needed to remember the deal that we were supposed to complete this ritual. So they gave me a glass that they had already mixed with some charms. I gave this guy, little did I know that this was nothing but slow poison. I went and I gave this man who was the love of my life, and then we slept again together. After that, just like my parents had told me, I told the guy that he needed to leave. For my parents, they were on their way coming back home. So he left in a hurry. And after he had left, the moment that he walked out of the gate, and when I closed the gate, that was when I saw that my mom, she came out of the bedroom and she said, quickly, child, let us do this whilst the blood is still there. So we gathered the bedding and the sheet that I had messed up, and we then took it into that room. There was a big clay pot, those big ones, the ones that they can even put the flowers, like those ones. There was one in that room, not knowing how they had managed to quickly get in there, because in the morning it was not there. They took that bedding as well as the sheets that had my blood, and then they mixed it with some charms. I don't know what they did later on, but they told me that this man, he was not going to live for a very long time, and when he dies, I was not supposed to mourn for him. This man, he started vomiting. When he started vomiting, the mom, when she wanted to go to consult to a sangoma, the mom died in a fatal accident. Since that time until now, at the place where she passed away, whenever I go past through that intersection, I feel like really weird, as if there is a spirit that will be telling me that it knows the reason as to why my boyfriend's mother died. It was because of my parents. I really do not know how to explain it to you in a proper way, but I really feel weird, and a lot of accidents have been happening. So scared to tell you the place where these accidents have been happening, just in case, because we are still staying in the same neighborhood. My parents, they used me in the ritual. They killed my boyfriend, and my future mother-in-law, she died because they said that she was trying to consult, and at the place where she was going to be told the truth that my parents were the one who had killed her son. So now I sleep with the spirit of my late boyfriend, but it's not happening at all the times. It happens here and there, and it is not a beautiful thing whenever it happens. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister, and it was a translation done by our admin. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world.